Mega Money. This is a continuation of our chapter notes. Everybody should be following along. This is going to review actually from what we talked about before. Security measures and online bill paying. I know when we left this class last, we were kind of in the middle of that, talking about that with our discussion. Sending a check in electronic form. The creditor accepts electronic payment. Not all businesses will take electronic payment because it costs them money. So not all of them will do it that way. So what the bank does then is it prints and sends a check out. Most of mine that I use on my automatic payments that I have set up, most of them are actually sending checks, but it's still a cheaper way for the banks to function it, and it's a lot quicker, and you know it's going out. It actually comes out of your account right away before it even gets to the merchant. You don't have that lag time, and that's one of the advantages of that, is that's how it works. Scheduled payments, one-time or reoccurring fixed payments. If you can set it up with your electronic bank, most banks are doing electronic and most banks will do smartphone apps now. A couple of local banks even have just advertised that they now have their apps for online. So what can you do if it's online? What can you do to send a deposit?
You can scan.
You can take a picture of it. You can
monitor it.
You can, yeah.
Last night I went to the ATM and I put an envelope and I put it right in the ATM and it did like the deposit where I had like $100 in my checking right away. That was
Okay.
weird. I've never done that.
So it tells you, so you deposited it right in there and just kind of grabbed your money and.
Yeah. Because you like put in how much your check is and then it automatically puts 100, like you can use 100 right away and then the rest, like you can't do something.
That's the advantages of it, is that you can get it right away.
Yeah.
Did it give you a receipt?
Yep. Well,
Okay.
you can pick if you want a receipt. I took a receipt.
Yeah, you should take the receipt, because if you leave it there, somebody else can take it, and it can't, it makes it easier for them to hack into it. One time a reoccurring, I set it up so that my payments are sent on a regular basis. Say it's due on the 20th of the month, I will set it up so that it pays on the 16th, because I get paid on the 15th. Boys? Compatible with financial management software on your computer. What does that help you with? I talked about this a little bit before. Do you remember what I said about it? See if you can remember. Financial management. What is that? What is financial management software?
That's like your
Quicken Long thing.
Like Quicken.
Yep.
There's one called Money something or another that we used to get with your computers. When you bought your computers, it was already in there.
Oh.
It's a really cheap brand of it. Usually you want to be able to download it, then you don't have to type it all in. So if you download it, and almost every one of them, there's like 3 or 4 general brands that most checking accounts you are able to take and download it. You have to tell it your password and all your security information to get it to download automatically. Even our little banks like Lake Region has it where I can download directly into the software. I've been doing that with my dad's account as well. Any questions? Vendor payment options. Who's the vendor? Us.
Store. Oh.
Yeah, us. Electronic bill payments coming from your service provider. These would actually be, you set it up with your utility company, your phone company, insurance, your mortgage, where they send a thing to your bank electronically that says that I have been authorized to take this money from this particular account. They will do that on a regular basis. Some places, some mortgages will actually give you a discount on your insurance rate if you actually set it up for them to automatically take it out. Why do you suppose they do that? Why do you think they'd be willing to give you a discount on your interest rate? If they can electronically take it from your account every month? Actually, my utility company does the same thing. Candy OI Power. They take it directly out. They know they're gonna get that money, because if that money's not there, it's not gonna work.
And then as soon as
Will it
it's there-
overdraft the account?
Or it'll overdraft the account, and
So they
who's
can
gonna have to
keep
pay
taking
for that?
Even if you have zero.
Mhm.
Oh, sneaky.
Yeah.
Then they can get you.
So, but they know they're gonna get their money, because the bank's gonna honor it, because you've signed off saying it's okay for them to take that money. If you ever go to, say you're gonna refinance your mortgage, or you're gonna buy a new place, or change locations of where you're living, make sure that you call and make sure that they stop the automatic payment or reset up a new one, so that they don't forget, or they'll just keep taking it
Alright.
as long as they can. E-bills. Electronic copy of your account statement, emailed to you versus the post office mailings. Instead of having them mailed to you, it used to be that we got an envelope from the bank every month with the statement, along with a stack of your checks. Any of you get bank statements now that way? Do your parents?
I get a bank statement, but not with the.
But not with the
in it.
checks in there?
No, no.
That's because everything is digital now.
Mm.
They make copies, they print, and then they destroy them. They have their own destroying, they have trucks that come in and literally destroy any checks that come through after they digitalize them, yes. It saves money. My electronic bank account can pay me interest on my checking account because we do everything electronically, which means the statements are out there. You also can have statements for the last 2 years out there anytime and look for them. So you can have that. Mobile banking, web-enabled cell phone device must set up payments online banking first. So if you have to set it up as an online thing,
Yep.
then you can go on there with your smartphone.
Mhm. I actually set that up just
Did you?
last week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
had
have
that
online
on
banking.
my-
Okay, did you set up mint.com by
No.
chance? Okay.
No, it's cmsubanking.com or something like that. That's
Okay, with the credit
that's
union?
set up, yeah, the
Okay.
credit union. And like, so yesterday I went because I needed to pay for my cell phone bill, so I took $30 out of my account, which I thought I took out of my checking, but I took it out of my savings.
Ah.
So then I'm like, shoot, well I can transfer my checking to my savings whenever I want, you know? So I did
Yeah.
that last night when I was laying in bed. I just transferred my
You
money.
just
over.
transferred
And
your
like,
money
it's
right
like instant. Like
Real,
as soon
yeah,
as-
it is. It's instant.
as soon as you spend it, you can look on there and see how much you spent. So as soon as someone like got my number and spent money with it, I would know instantly.
Instantly,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
really handy.
Do they send you a text message or anything then too?
Yeah, I have the alerts. on.
Okay,
Yeah.
that alerts if that something went through your account?
Mhm.
Okay. It's amazing what our technology can do these days.
Yeah.
Mobile text banking, that is pretty much for information only.
Yeah, it like tells you what you spent on.
Yeah, it'll tell you your balance, it'll tell you what the last check was, what the last deposit was, that type of thing.
Mhm.
Telephone banking, basic functions using a touch-tone phone. Anybody have any dial phones anymore?
No.
Because you can't do it with that. There are actually some people that are still dialing, but a touch-tone phone, you can punch in the numbers. Some of you have done that with voicemail and that type of thing, where you punch in the number, right? Yeah. So, but we don't do a lot of telephone banking anymore, although you can. I don't feel as easy with telephone banking. As long as I call them, if they call you, hang up on them, because it's probably a scam, okay? Because a bank will not call you to ask you for any information that is private.
Yeah, but they will tell you if a bank calls you and tells you stuff, then it's yours. Yeah,
Yeah,
but no.
they are really careful about what they tell you over the phone. But if they ask you to give them the information, just say, I will call you back. And then you can call your bank, and then you know that you're actually talking to the banker. Or if you're calling JCPenney's and want to make an order by phone, you can do it that way. As long as you're calling them, you know what you're doing.